this is Jeffrey Paul Ross from nextlevelguitar.com. Today we're going to continue on with our country series here, and we're going to do some like hot telly sort of chicken picking licks, but we're gonna do some low string stuff, kind of popping, kind of almost funky type of things. Something that you might have heard Thumbs Carlisle do on a low string, or even Roy Buchanan. And this, you could use this in like a fast country tune in the key of C. Yeah. All right, and before I forget, if you would like a free video lesson that's not on YouTube, click on the YouTube text box below and we will send you a free video lesson with the corresponding ebook. And it's all for free, so you don't have anything to lose. All right, thank you. So, we'll just get right into it. Now, you can do this two ways. You can do what they call the hybrid picking technique, which I've discussed in previous lessons. That's where you're holding the pick with your thumb and your first finger, and you're using these two, or I know some guys that use all three of the remaining fingers to pick. I can't do that. But what I am going to do, I'm going to use my thumb and my first finger. And I like to do that because I kind of like to hook my thumb. I almost get it underneath the string, you know, like you're digging a clam. And you kind of pop the string. You know, it's similar to, you know, like a jazz fusion bass player that does the Porky Pig stuff, you know, a beat, a beat, a beat. So, but it's kind of the same principle. Or a rockabilly upright bass player, you know, with the slap, you're actually pulling the string out like you know, like a bow and arrow, and you're letting it go, and it slaps against the neck, and it gives it a very percussive kind of thwack. So, Thumbs Carlisle was great at this. Also, you could hear Barney Kessel on a T-Bone Walker instrumental called Two Bones and a Pick. And I don't know if he's using a baritone guitar or he's just got the low string tuned down, but he's definitely employing that style. You could hear Thumbs Carlisle do that on Mystery Train from one of his solo albums. You know, it almost sounds like the clavinet on Stevie Wonder's Superstitious. Okay, so we're going to be starting on the D and the G string, 3rd and 5th frets. Now you hear when I'm hitting that C note on the G string on the 5th fret, you're not hearing so much the note. You're hearing more of a pick, you know. So, first finger on the 3rd fret on the D string, and we're going to do a hammer-on with our 3rd finger, staying on the D string up to the 5th fret. And then we're going to come down here to the 3rd fret on the G string, this little B flat note. And then we're going to go back to your 3rd finger on the 5th fret on the D string. And I'm kind of lifting my finger a little bit here. And if I can do it just right while I'm breaking it down and thinking about it, you know, I fret it just briefly just to get the essence of the note, and then I kind of take it off. So it's kind of like a dampening. Now after that, I'm just gonna drop my 3rd finger down onto the G string. So very slowly. that you bar the notes because you'll tend to get that little double stop chord, and that's not the sound you're looking for. So I would hit that note, then jump back to that note. Now moving on. And then we're going to go to this note again on the G string on the 3rd fret. And once again, these two notes are muted. So like I said, it's more of a percussive thing than an actual note. But you do want to hear a little bit of the notes so your ear will reference, oh, okay, this is a minor pentatonic in the key of C or whatever you know. And once again, I stress, don't get bogged down in that stuff, because I know guys, I can tell by the way they're playing that they're thinking, and they're naming it and claiming it, as they go along, and it comes out in their playing, makes their playing stiff. I mean, now when I'm playing this, now of course when I break it down for y'all, I have to think about it, but I'm not thinking of the notes. I'm basically thinking of shapes and little boxes and blocks and where I am on the net. I mean, if I had to think about each note and what it was named and how it fit in the Mixolydian or whatever mode, I'd take a shotgun to the freaking mall. I couldn't, I don't operate like that. So just bear with me. Okay, we've got that far. Now we're going to come back to this note again with this finger. So we're on the D string on the 5th fret. But when you hit that note, you're going to immediately pull it down a whole step. Just like that. So I'll do it very slow. Okay, then moving on. We're going to come down. We're still on the D string. Going to come down a whole step to the 1st fret with our 1st finger. We're going to do one of those little hammer-ons with our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, still on the D string. Then we're going to resolve on that C note on the A string now on the 3rd fret with our 3rd finger. Now, we're going to pop that low E string, and we're going to hammer on with we're on the low E string now. We're going to hammer on with our 1st finger on the 3rd fret. Now see, that is one pick with my right hand. So, open E, 1st finger 3rd fret, 3rd finger 5th fret, one pick. Then, 1st finger 3rd fret, A string, one pick, then pull off to an open A. And then do the same thing on the low E string. And then we're going to go back to this. Remember, coming down, we went. We're gonna finish the lick with that. So. And that's 1st fret on the D string, 1st finger, hammer on, 2nd finger, one pick with the right hand, and then just resolve it on that C note on the A string on the 3rd fret. Okay, so check it out from this angle. You can see both of my hands, but you'll really be able to see my thumb. And on notes that I'm able to stop at, I'm really I can feel my hand kind of pronating, sort of. I'm just kind of turning it, and I'm really getting under that string and pulling it up and letting it come down. Now of course I'm over exaggerating here to make the point, but now if you want to to just practice this right hand stuff, just stay here on these notes. Just do stuff like that. I mean, you can come up with all kinds of crazy patterns, but you know, you can just get used to that just by doing it on 2 notes like that. So once again, I admonish you to start out slow. Don't try to get ahead of yourself. You want to make sure that everything is even and smooth and all the notes are ringing or not ringing like they should be. If you have a metronome or a drum machine, I would certainly, you know, once you memorize the pattern, then start using some sort of timing device to play to. Now, in a previous lesson, I laid down a country rhythm in the key of C, and you can find that and practice to that, or if you want to make your own practice tape or whatever, you don't even have to move through changes. Just stay on a C chord. You know, maybe start out slow. Yeah, however. Then move up to. You know, but start out slow. Make sure your brain has a chance to really learn, and you develop the muscle memory, or you know, whatever you need to do that. Don't try to get ahead of yourself, and just be patient. And once again, this has been Jeffrey Paul Ross for NextLevelGuitar.com, reminding you that we do have over 850 different types of guitar lessons for beginners, intermediate on up through advanced. So we'll see you next time.